It's out of here. Ties us up, a 2-run shot. Wild pitch gets by the catcher, and the go-ahead run will come across. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, and swing and miss him. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Sports Complex at Johnson County Community College. Another beautiful afternoon to play to here on Johnson County Sports Live as the Cavaliers continue in conference action as they host a twin bill with the Independence Community College Pirates here. And another beautiful Saturday afternoon. And temps are expected to get up into the low 80s, high 70s, and clear skies. Expect a nice crowd to come out on attendance, maybe a little bit later on. Game 1 getting ready to just get started in just a few moments. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Partner, good to have you back in the booth. It was hard to really keep you away because with how good this Johnson County team has been playing this season, it's really, really hard to stay at home.
You know, I love watching these girls play, and like you said, partner, got a beautiful day here. We do have a little bit of a wind blowing in from the south-southwest at about 14, gusting to 25. Could play a little bit of a factor. It's basically coming in from right center field. So you're going to have to really get into one to get there.
Well, we'll turn it over to our PA announcer, Tristan Jordan. Let's get our starting lineups for the Pirates and the Cavaliers.
The Independence Community College Pirates and your Johnson County Community College Cavaliers. First, the starting lineup for Independence. Leading off, playing center field, number 10, Emily Weddle. Batting second at right fielder, number 2, Alyssa Chavez. Batting third, pitcher, number 23, Gabriella Simpson. Batting fourth, catching, number 26, Brintle Biggs. Batting fifth, third baseman, number 13, Elena Reed. Batting sixth, first baseman, number 9, Emma Pickering. Batting seventh, shortstop, number 4, Miha Carlson. Batting 8th, second baseman, number 11, Kinley Henson. And batting 9th, left fielder, number 16, Kaylin Falk. The Pirates are coached by assistant Jordan Carlson and head coach Samantha Allen. And now for the starting lineup for your Johnson County Community College Cavaliers. Leading off, left fielder, number 3, Taryn Burkhart. Batting second, number 17, second baseman, Izzy Carter. Batting third, shortstop, number 5, Jaylee Jefferson. Batting fourth, number 26, playing third base, Aspen Burkhart. Batting fifth, center fielder, number 23, Eve Morris. Batting sixth, first baseman, number 15, Kate Edgar. Batting seventh, designated player, number 9, Ryan Pinkerton. Batting eighth, catcher, number 7, Hannah Arkdekin. Batting ninth, right fielder, number 6, Gracie Ramsey. And the flex, pitcher, number 22, Jalen Lavers. The Cavaliers are coached by assistants Katie Williams and Matthew Jackson.
So there's your starting lineups for both Johnson County and Independence. We'll step aside. First pitch coming up next on Johnson County Sports Live.
Remove your hats.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
So the first three due up in the top of the first inning for Independence. It'll be Weddle, Chavez, Simpson, and he'll get on. It'll be Biggs, and they'll be going against Jalen Lavers in the circle again for Johnson County. It's been 3 straight starts for her with picking up the victories. She'll be looking to make it 4 in a row today, going at least 5 innings in her last 3 starts. The last time she started out back on April 6th, the first of a doubleheader a week ago here against Cloud County Community College, and she set a season high with 8 strikeouts in a game, going 5 innings, no earned runs, and only 2 walks, and she's only allowed 1 earned run over her last 3 starts, so she's really getting hot at the right time for this Johnson County team, led by head coach Aubrey Bratton Volkins.
And typically, partner, Lavers is a contact pitcher. She lets her defense work behind her, which is she's got a solid one here with these Lady Cavs.
It's a Johnson County team looking to try to climb back up in the standings in the Kansas Jayhawk Conference. First pitch from Lavers, just above the letters for ball 1, and we're underway here in game 1 between the Buccos and the Cavs on Johnson County Sports Live. As if you ask head coach Aubrey Bratton Volkins, that one's outside as well. 2 balls, no strikes to Weddle, playing out in center field today for Independence. That his team winners of 4 of their last 6. They did drop 2, 1 in a doubleheader against Fort Scott and another just recently, as the wind continues to wreak havoc on us here in the press box. It's going to be a battle, and also split a doubleheader just this past Thursday against Neosho, dropping game 1 6-4 and coming back to win game 2 7-6. So that puts Johnson County down in a really crowded conference with only 8 games. This is the 9th being played right now. They currently sit in 3rd place at 6-2 as they're looking up in 2nd place at Fort Scott, currently at 7-1, and Cowley College, who the Cavs will be taking on here coming up in just a couple of weeks here on Johnson County Sports Live. They're up top undefeated at 8-0. So 2 really big games here today against Indy for Johnson County, and the 3-2 pitch is fouled back into the net. It remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Weddle battling against Lavers to get us started. As Independence comes in today winless in conference, they're sitting in last place. Only 6 games have been played. It's been them and Highland, the only 2 teams in conference that have played less than 8 conference games. Here's another 3-2. And looked like a good pitch, and the 7-pitch at bat ends up with Weddle getting away with the walk to the displeasure of some here in the press box and in the stands.
Yeah, it was a really close pitch.
Really hard to argue.
Lavers really wanted that call, and so did the rest of the Cavs.
Now Chavez, right fielder, will step in, runner on first after the leadoff walk. Good throw from Archdeacon, trying to get her at the bag. She's back in safely.
Yeah, Archdeacon not afraid to throw down.
Archdeacon, the backstop here in game 2. Infield pretty much the same. 1-0 pitch. That's off the plate as well.
Archdeacon not liking that secondary lead.
Well, just keeping a close eye on her.
Yeah.
Rest of the infield from left to right. Burghardt at 3rd. Jefferson at short. Carter at 2nd. Edgar at 1st. There's a swing and a miss for a strike. And a 2-1 count. And in the outfield, Taryn Burghardt in left. Eve Morris out in center. And Gracie Ramsey in right. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Here's the next pitch from Lavers. That one upstairs. A 3rd throw down the line from Archdeacon. Not giving up yet. Lavers, hard time trying to strike in the zone right now. 3 balls, 1 strike. Trying to avoid back-to-back walks to start this game. Here's the pitch, and it's swung off into the net, so we'll have another full count at 3-2.
First 2 Independence hitters seeing a lot of pitches from Lavers and getting that pitch count up in the first inning.
They're already up to 12. Chavez a 273 average with 11 RBIs for the Buccos. Here's 3-2, and another one popped up and out of play. Of course, for Independence College, for those at home that might have watched the hit series Last Chance U on Netflix, everyone knows that Independence was featured on at least a season or 2 with head coach Jason Brown, always making headlines wherever he goes, whatever he says. We're still in here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 8th pitch of the at-bat gets into the mid. That's strike 3 and a big one.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 26, Gabriella Simpson.
That almost would have been backbreaking if she was able to get on with a walk.
Yeah, there's no defense against the walk.
So the inning moves along. Now we go along to Simpson. She's going to be the pitcher in the bottom half of the inning, and they got her put in the 3 spot. Gabriella Simpson, the sophomore.
Must have a good stick.
Archdeacon throw to second to the left of the bag. Jefferson trying to bring it back over. It's not going to be in time.
Good throw might have gotten her, but it would have been close.
Aggressive on the base pass, paying off for Indy. Now they got that leadoff runner reach via the walk in Weddle now at second base. Here's the 1-1. Got her to chase outside off the plate, 1-2. Simpson batting .309 on the season, 19 RBIs, leads the team in home runs with 2, and also has 3 doubles and 2 triples.
You got her set up. You don't want to give her a cookie here.
1-2.
Made her reach.
Contact. Jefferson will take the play at first for the second out. Weddle does go ahead and advances 60 feet over to third base. Seal Jefferson kind of gave her a quick glance over, maybe his natural instinct, but wisely taking the play over at first base. So now 2 gone. It's going to take a hit to score that first run of the game.
You got the cleanup hitter. Starts her off with a strike. Looks like she chased one out of the zone there.
Just now over 20 pitches in this top half of the first for Jalen.
Yeah, Independence has spoiled a lot of good pitches.
Wendell Biggs also batting .309 on average, 17 RBIs, just a couple behind Simpson, who leads the team with 19.
I'd love to see her put that fastball right where that last one was. I don't think she can catch up with it.
No balls, 2 strikes. Looking for the 3-pitch strikeout and to get out of the inning. Here it is. Just a little bit upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Solid thud at the catcher's mitt. Weddle still over at third base. This one popped up in the air on right side, and that will get up and over the netting and foul out of play. Got pitch number 25 coming up next for Lavers. Trying to avoid that leadoff walk coming around to score. Another 1-2.
Ooh, man. Looked like a good pitch.
A tight zone early, it seems.
Yeah, looks like he's squeezing it a little bit.
Couple of borderline pitches. Lavers continuing to battle. The 2-2, that one downstairs, and another full count. And this is one you definitely don't want to let get away after you were ahead in the count 0-2.
Yeah, but you don't want to give her a cookie either. Be smart.
Another 3-2 pitch. And chopped and fouled.
Again, another good pitch spoiled.
Yep. Biggs is able to get on. It'll be Reed, the third baseman. He'll be up next for Independence. Pitch count really climbing up here for Lavers. Number 28 on the way, 3-2. And another one popped up in the air, and that will also get out of play.
Seeing a lot of pitches at this at bat.
Then the way it goes, the more you draw these at bats out, the more you're going to get a pitch that you can handle. But it's not going to be that one, as Lavers on the 29th pitch of the inning blows it by her for strike 3, and she strands that leadoff walk at third base. Cavaliers bats coming up next, led by Taryn Burkhardt on the other side on JC Sports Live.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
reaching residential areas.
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
So 3-2 up for the Cavaliers. It'll be Burkhardt, Carter, Jefferson. Any of them get on. The power threat of Aspen Burkhardt will be following in the cleanup spot. They'll be facing Gabriella Simpson, who coming out of a really short-staffed pitching staff for this Pirates squad. They've, on the season, have pitched 135 and a third total innings. And for Gabriella Simpson, she has accounted for 102 and a third of those innings with a 3.69 ERA, 103 strikeouts, 27 walks.
That's pretty good strikeout to walk ratio.
The workhorse, no doubt. Lefty versus lefty matchup to get us started, and that one is in. The late call for strike 1. .370 average coming into this afternoon for Burkhardt. Next one she sees jammed, able to foul it off behind the count 0-2. She's been hitless in 3 of her last 4 games, trying to get the hot bat going again here this afternoon in this doubleheader. Went hitless in this past Thursday's doubleheader against Neosho. Combined total 0 for 7 in those 2 games. Gets a running charge into it, a slow roller to short. Going to be a close play, and she beats it out up the line. And got to get back over to the bag. You have made the move that thought about maybe going to second base, but she retreats back and will get on with that leadoff single.
Sometimes it allows a little infield hits, what it takes to get you going after a mini slump.
That's it. Now moves along to Izzy Carter, second baseman. Another lefty versus lefty. That one upstairs above the letters for ball 1.
Let's see if the Cavs have anything on here.
Burkhardt, go ahead, and she will steal second easily.
Yeah.
Really, no doubt about it. Got a really good jump on it. Slides belly first in, safe. And a ball at the plate, too, so it's a 2-0 count to Izzy Carter.
Now let's see. She'll bunt her over to third here.
Team leading 18th stolen base.
That'll work.
For Burkhardt,
As
right
good as
side
a
of the
bunt.
field. A productive out for Carter as Taryn will advance up to third base.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 5, Jaylee Jefferson.
This is the style for Johnson County. Get them on, get them over, and get them home. Now Jaylee Jefferson will step in. RBI chance for her with Taryn hanging up there at third base. Aspen Burkhart currently on deck with one gone here in the bottom half of the first inning.
Yeah, Jaylee needs to get this run home.
He's second in the team, 39 RBIs, only trailing Aspen Burkhart with a behemoth 56 total. RBI is one of the top totals in the conference as well.
This will be a good time for number 40.
Here's the 0-1. Back into the net. No balls, 2 strikes. Three of 7 in this doubleheader last out against Neosho. No 2, and she swings through it and misses.
That's a big strikeout for Independence.
Now batting
Yes,
for the
it is, and a big
Cavaliers, number 26,
out number
Aspen
2 with
Burkhart.
that potential first run of the game still over at third, but inning is far from over when Aspen Burkhart steps into the box, especially a runner's in scoring position. Since you and I have last seen her, she's officially over the 500 mark in batting average at 505.
That's amazing.
56 RBIs, slugging at 1.243, which is just mind-boggling. And
Yep.
third in team in total at bats. This isn't a batter that she's getting in there maybe one game and taking the next game off. She is a consistent
workhorse.
Absolutely. The only players with more at bats than her is Taryn Burkhart with 108 and Kate Edgar at 106. .52 total hits, 18 doubles, 2 triples, 18 home runs. Nobody else on this team has more than 9.
She has a really open stance, too, which really allows her to turn on a pitch.
The 1-1. Plays off, so 2 balls, 1 strike in the count.
But we've seen her go to power, with power to all fields.
Yep. Now we've seen it in left, left center, center, right center, and right.
Yep.
Does not matter.
She's just a good hitter.
She'll just take a lousy hit up the middle into center. Get that run home. Jammed. This one goes on top of the visiting dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Simpson looking to put together back-to-back strikeouts and lead the Cavaliers with a runner stranded as we wrap up things here in the first. Here's a 2-2. And that will do it for Aspen.
Yep.
The 2-out knock with an RBI attached to it. It goes out into center. Adds on to her team-leading RBI total, now at 57, and the Cavaliers have a 1-0 lead.
Cavaliers, number 23, Eve Morris.
She's clutch.
Burkhart got on with the singles, stealing second, moving over to third base on the fielder's choice. On the slow roller to second from Izzy Carter, and was brought home on that RBI single from Burkhart. Now advances up to second base.
Like
Ball got away from the catcher. Yep. One ball, no strike to count. Eve Morris, center fielder. And she puts this one. That will sting into the gap, and the Cavaliers will double up. Burkhart will go ahead and touch home, and a 2-out RBI double for Eve Morris.
Yeah, that's a big hit right there.
Cavaliers, number 15, Kate Edgar.
And again, it just shows that it's not one specific part of this lineup that can do the damage. 1 through 9, they are lethal. And when they get on a run, they can really start to potentially run you out of the game. A good start in this game. And again, both runs here in the bottom of the first scored with 2 gone.
Yep. And a trademark of this Lady Cavs team all year.
1-2 Edgar. She swings at this one, but it's going to be right at the center fielder, just moving a little bit over to her right to bringing in the third and final out. Cavaliers do damage. RBIs for Aspen Burghardt, and Eve Morris gives the Cavaliers a 2-0 lead.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter, male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers, we have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Now on to the second inning on Johnson County Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. That was the 30th pitch of the game already for Lavers.
Yeah, she could use an efficient inning here.
Facing off against Reed, the third baseman, followed by Pickering, the first baseman, and Carlson, the shortstop.
So needs to stay in that strike zone and let that defense help her.
Both teams stranding a runner on base. In that first inning, Cavaliers bringing two of them across. Both runs being scored with 2 outs. Burkhardt got on with that leadoff single, stole a base, made her way up to third base. And after a ground out from Carter and then strikeout from Jefferson, that brought Burkhardt to the dish with 2 gone, and she put 1 out into center field. And then the next batter, Eve Morris, was able to bring her home with an RBI double. Here's 2-2, and another strikeout collected for Jalen. It's already her third in this contest. Like we were discussing before the start of the game, traditionally a pitcher for Johnson County that's more a pitch to contact.
Yeah.
We've seen the strikeout total set a season high just her last start a week ago with 8 in the game, and off to a great start here with 3, and gets ahead in another batter with Pickering stepping in and an 0-1 count. Crowd's starting to get bigger and bigger as the afternoon goes along. A beautiful April day here in Overland Park. You hear the wind whipping a little bit. We dealt with it if you watched the baseball game on Thursday. Gusts were reaching up to close to 30 miles an hour. I don't think not that bad here today, but just noticeable enough, as I believe it's coming in from right. Here's the directional ones.
It's basically out of the south-southwest, so it's coming right over the right center field wall, blowing right in our face.
1-2. As we've talked a lot about winds that have been pushing out into the outfield, to where for these hitters, they get up into the jet stream. It can really help them carry it over the wall. Not today. You're really going to have to earn the long ball if you want it.
That's for sure.
This is a Johnson County team. They've collected 47 total home runs in 34 games so far this season, a team batting average of .385. Only 3 home runs on the season for Independence. Back-to-back strikeouts, and number 4, your right partner. So Reed and Pickering suffering a swing and miss strikeout so far. It'll be down to Carlson, the shortstop. Try to keep this top half of the second alive for Indy.
Talk about an open stance. This young lady's really got an open stance.
Another 0-1 pitch. This one inside, nearly almost hitting her. Coming pretty close to the elbow. Takes it for ball one and a 1-1 count. And after that top half of the first where Laver saw that pitch count really start to get up there, she's come out and has had a purpose so far here in the second. 1 ball, 2 strike, 2 gone. Like for 3 straight strikeouts. Not going to get it. Slow roller up to third. Burgart will take it. Good stretch from Ediger, able to get her out at first.
Good job by Ediger there.
And absolutely, it was going to be a bang-bang play, that extra stretch out. Just giving her enough to put her away. Cavaliers 2, Pirates nothing to the bottom of the second on JC Sports Live.
Everyone loves a special occasion to come together to celebrate. The Meadowlark is one of the premier wedding venues in the Kansas City area. But it's even more. Beyond nuptial and corporate events, the Meadowlark is now bringing live music to the area. Come enjoy a night of dinner, drinks, and entertainment without waiting for an invite. Follow Meadowlark Events-Live on Facebook for upcoming shows. Now you have even more reasons to celebrate at the Meadowlark.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Seven, 8, 9 due up for Johnson County, Pinkerton, Archdeacon, and Ramsey. And then get on. We'll go back to the top of the order for a second time through for Taryn Burkhart. Cavaliers enjoying an early 2-0 lead, getting on top of Gabriella Simpson early with Education Show as she's pitched. Of the 135 total pitches coming into this afternoon, 102 and a third, that she's going to be tasked with trying to go the distance in this game and try to keep it within reach for the Pirates as this one slapped up the first base line. It'll land foul. She'll reset at the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ryan, the sophomore catcher, and you also see her at third base a couple of times. Her 48th at bat this season, comes in with a 426 average, 10 RBIs on 20 hits, including 7 doubles and 1 triple. Has not had a long ball yet this season. Late timeout called there, so pitch not counting there. Pinkerton stepping out, getting some extra time, extra practice swings, and still a 1-1 count. Cavaliers looking to add on to their 2-0 lead over Indy. And now we're going to have some quick discussion from the Independence head coach. Maybe not.
It's the umpire's discretion if he wants to grant timeout. So I'm not sure.
I think it was that the time was called when Simpson was already getting ready in her delivery.
But that's his call.
Yeah. That's just what she's trying to,
She thought
to say.
Simpson had already started her windup, and he allowed her to call timeout.
They're still talking, going their ways, now coming back close, and now we settle our differences, and
I had an umpire tell me one time, he says, "Young man, I may not be right, but I am official."
You know what? I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
That's great. So still a 1-1 count. Next pitch, Simpson, eye level to Pinkerton. 2 balls, 1 strike. Contact out into right. Right fielder going back on it and brings it in for the first out.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 7.
Now we'll go to Hannah Archdeacon. Getting a start at catcher here in game 1. Imagine her and Ryan might swap places in game 2, as traditionally Coach Brett Volkins likes to go with. First pitch he sees from Simpson, inside and off the plate, ball 1.
See a little wear and tear on those knees. Catching's a tough position.
Yes, it is. After being in that crouch position for at least 7 innings, maybe less sometimes for a spread, she puts this one out to second, 2 up, 2 down for the Cavaliers, but he also take into consideration all the foul tips and stuff that can also happen. It is not for the faint of heart.
No.
So Ramsey will now step in. Final hope for the Cavs here in the bottom of the second, trying to avoid the 3 up, 3 down inning. Back to lefty-lefty matchup, Simpson versus Ramsey. Here's the first pitch. Ramsey showing bunt, pulls away, it's in the zone. That's strike 1.
Ramsey likes the bunt and the swinging bunt. A little slap job.
One ball, 1 strike for Gracie Ramsey. Is your 64th at bat, a .333 average, 21 hits, 2 doubles, 6 RBIs. High bounce, third baseman will take it. Gonna take a throw to get her, and it's not gonna be in time.
It wasn't hit hard enough. Little infield hit.
Now batting for the Cavaliers.
2 outs, it's time to score again.
And you go back to the top of the order as well as Burkhart will step in.
Yeah, let's see if
1
that
for
little
1 with the single.
See if that little infield single will get her going here. See if she can plug a gap, score another run.
It was such that high bounce from Ramsey, even if it was just hit a little bit lower, maybe the third baseman has a play, but the fact that she had to wait for it to come down, get it in her mid, and by the time Ramsey was already well up the line, beating it to the bag.
Yeah, she's coming out of the left-hander hitter's box too, so she got a shorter path to the base.
It's always in this game, it can be a
matter of inches.
Game of inches,
Yeah.
absolutely. So all those little details, even if you're coming out of the right-handed batter's box or left-handed batter's box, it can make a difference. It really can. Two balls, no strikes to Taryn Burkhart. Another chance for the Cavaliers to do damage with 2 outs in an inning. So I wish that there was someone that would keep a total of the total runs that they have scored. How many of them have been with 2 outs?
2 outs, yeah. That's really a pretty good stat to have, too.
2-1, Ramsey going for second. And she will slide in there, no problems. Another stolen base for Johnson County. This one coming for Ramsey. Now she is in double figures, stolen bases on the year with 10.
Yeah, they're getting such a good jump. The catcher's having to throw from her knees, and she's not getting any velocity on those throws down there either.
3-1. And now Burkhart will get on.
Okay.
So after a 2 up, 2 down start of the inning, you had a single from Ramsey, and now Burkhart getting on with the walk. This is the last thing you wanted if you were Simpson. Izzy Carter back in, 0 for 1, had a ground out to second. Simpson winds and delivers. Another one inside. That's ball 1. Simpson's count now starting to get up there. She'll be approaching 40 pitches here before long. Just on the outside part of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ramsey at second, Burkhart at first for the Cavaliers. 2 gone. Victor Pinkerton started the second with a fly out to right, and then Archdeacon grounded out to second. Taking a long time looking over at the dugout, gets a call, looks at the band, winds and delivers the pitch. And this one's pulled, and that will get out to the outfield, a 2-out base hit, and it'll have another RBI attached to it. Throw not going to be in time at the plate. Ramsey comes around to score, and Carter will advance up to second base on the throw home. And the Cavaliers still have 2 in scoring position as they have scored their 3rd run of the game with 2 outs in an inning.
Yeah, ill-advised throw from the right fielder there. You need to hit your cutoff, because if you don't hit the cutoff, just what happened. You have that runner getting into scoring position and taking the force away on the infield. Bad fundamentals there. There's no way she's going to throw her out at the plate. Unless she has an arm like Bo Jackson.
One ball, no strike to Jefferson. Pitch number 40 on the way.
Like we said, partner, 2 outs, it's time to score.
That's it. You would think almost at this point the Cavaliers just might try to petition that every time they come into the plate, let's just put 2 outs up there already and we'll just get going.
Well, another base hit here could really do some damage.
Jefferson, who struck out swinging their last at bat. Umpire, I think that one was foul tipped off the catcher, so he takes the ball to the pitcher, giving her some extra time. Always like seeing that.
Yeah. It works both ways, too.
It does. Well, Jefferson behind in the count again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third, and Burkhart and Carter. Here's the pitch from Simpson. Upstairs, 2-2. Another time called again for Jaylee, stepping out, taking some extra time. And they're just trying to play some mind games with Simpson, trying to throw her off her rhythm.
Well, I think, Simpson was taking a lot of time, too, so I think that was a good call for a timeout there by Jaylee.
Up the middle, too short. Jefferson trying to beat it out. Good play by the first baseman to bring it into the glove.
Yeah, that was a great play.
And so
saved the run.
Yeah, so the Cavaliers only get 1 across and 3 runs in this game with 2 outs. They have the lead going to the 3rd on JC Sports Live.
Craving a quick pick-me-up, tasty lunch, or afternoon treat? Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe in downtown Spring Hill is that rare mix of hometown charm and uptown style. At The Bean, they brew the finest cup of coffee, tastiest teas, and most refreshing smoothies and frappes around. The Bean is proud to serve delicious, handmade pastries by Scratch KC, and they have the best breakfast, lunch, and convenient grab-and-go options in town. Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe, downtown Spring Hill.
Back here, started the 3rd inning on Johnson County Sports Live. So glad everyone can join us today on this beautiful day. We encourage, if you can make it out to the ballpark, feel free to do so, because it is a
great day to play, too.
No, it's a gorgeous day. A lot of spectators pulling up, bringing out the lawn chairs.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed more and more.
Breaking out the sunscreen, too.
Yep, and with how popular now, and I know you and I, we have our own pair with the Rocky lawn chairs.
Oh, yeah, man, they're the best, aren't they?
Yeah, once you have some, you never want to go back to your traditional lawn chairs. They just make the experience so much better, more comfortable, more enjoyable. Cheese at the knees there. Strike one and a 2-1 count. Henson gets a starter, followed by Falk, 8 and 9 hitters before we go back to the top of the order with Weddle. This one from Lavers.
You don't want to walk these 8 and 9 hitters. You got to make them put it in play.
Big ball's 1 strike. Lavers trying to battle back. Here's the next pitch. And gets this one fouled up over the net. Now to play. And another 3-2 count. Nothing new for Jalen so far in this game.
She's had a lot of 3-2 counts.
She's collected 4 strikeouts so far.
Yeah.
2 in the first and 2 in the second. She got the second inning started with back-to-back strikeouts to Reed and Carlson. This one's upstairs. So Henson in the 8th spot does get on with the leadoff walk. Second time in this game that Lavers has walked the leadoff batter.
Down by 3. Let's see if the Pirates put something on here.
First pitch, Foxy swings at it, cannot connect, and Archdeacon again just
She
keeps
just
on
about
throwing.
had her that time. Caught her leaning a little too far. And she's got a clean shot down to first, too, with a right-handed batter in there.
He's going to get one eventually. She almost was able to throw out Weddle when she was stealing second back in the first inning. Bunt put down, high up in the air. Burkhart diving for
nice
it, just
try.
can't bring it in. Great effort.
Great effort by Aspen there.
And not such an easy task on
No,
a day like today when the sun is beating down on that turf. It can get a little toasty on there.
Yeah, and that wind is blowing it away from her, too.
Still an 0-2 count to Falk. Next pitch off the plate. Lavers can't get her to chase it.
There you go.
Gets her to swing through it. Cavaliers might have 2. And they do.
There's an old-fashioned. That's not another old-fashioned double play there. That's
2, 3.
2, 3,
2, 3,
6.
6.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 10, Emily
How about it?
Weddle.
That's the way to erase that leadoff walk.
That's
Still
it.
facing the minimum.
And up high, Weddle chases for strike 1.
Either that was a missed hit and a run or that she'd made her mind up she was going
something
on the pitch because she was caught in no man's land. You don't normally see a hit and a run with the number 9 hitter unless they really control the bat. But it worked out for the Lady Cavs.
Fouled off for Weddle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And not too often you get to write a 1-2-6 double play in your in your scorebook. I know you've been a proponent. You've been asking for a double play so much, and
I still like the 0643,
6-4-3. Well,
the 543, the 163.
well, you had to settle for a
Yeah.
for a 6.25.
A 6.25, yeah.
In our last softball
It's been a
broadcast.
while since I've seen a 6.25, especially with less than 2 outs.
We were covering baseball this past Thursday, and we had 2, a 6.43 and a 4.63. So I know I was thinking of you when they were happening. It's like, oh,
Yeah, that's the more typical double play.
still a 1-2 count here to Weddle. Got on with a walk. The last at bat just makes contact here to keep this at bat alive. Chavez is on deck, 0 for 1 with the strikeout. One-two. Lavers, you can get another strikeout here. It'll be 3 straight innings with at least 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, I'll date myself here, but one of the most famous double play combos was Tinkers to Evers to Chance. Tinkers was a Kansas native.
Yeah, you're really dating yourself because I can't follow what you're saying.
That's a long time ago.
You'll have to give me a history lesson in the break. 3-0 Cavs to the bottom half of the third.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Dad, you need to go. Really? It's important. I feel fine. Look, you cannot mess around with this kind of stuff. Some cancers, man, we just don't want to lose you from something we could have caught. What I need to do? You just give your doctor a call. They'll tell you what screening test you need. Fine. Can I have my pie now? Oh, man.
That 500 average even slightly more at the last at bat.
Yep. Aspen Burkert gets us started in the bottom of the third, followed by Eve Morris and Kate Ediger.
What was that all about?
The music.
Oh, the music.
Can't have the jams going when the at-bat's starting. Simpson's first pitch. This one's off the plate. Ball one. Burkert comes in 1 for 1 on the day with that RBI single back in the first.
I'd like to see Aspen put a charge into one in the right center and see if she can get it out of here.
And it's not too often that you see her come to the dish with now an RBI chance. It's more often you got to get her to lead off in it for that to happen.
Yeah, but 18 times she's RBI'd herself.
Yes, yep. And wind will make it a little bit more difficult on her today, but if anyone can do it, it's Aspen. Simpson puts that one in the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I thought she might take that one. It was on the outside part of the plate. She's looking for one to yank into left.
He's only struck out 17 times.
And that's amazing for a power hitter.
Yep. Next, traditionally with the player that's slugging and like her, you might expect a higher strikeout number, but if she's hitting with those numbers, you're okay with it. But the fact that she's doing it with it not striking out very often.
Right. And hitting at a 500 clip, that's just amazing. Here she did.
Opposite way, and that will go down to the corner of 2 for 2 days.
Yep.
So she'll add a double with her single.
Another extra base hit.
So hit number 54, and that's her team-leading 19th double. She leads the team just about every hitting category. Leads them in hits, their doubles.
Yeah.
She's second in triples and first in home runs and RBIs. Cannot say enough about her.
There's got to be a lot of four-year colleges that are just chomping at the bit to
you would think.
Get her an offer, I would think. Kudos to the coach here for getting her recruited onto this team.
That's why when we were talking with Coach Bratton Volkins about it was originally we were talking about Jaylee Jefferson and how that we've talked about how raw of a talent she is. Just about really this is about her 3rd or 4th season of organized softball she has experience with, and she said, and Aspen Burkart, we got her for another year too. So talk about a
maybe.
This one's put out into right fielder trying to chase it down, but it'll land in foul territory for Eve Morris, so she'll make her way back to home plate.
Coach Volkins will be really fortunate if she can hold on to Aspen another year, I think. You got to figure there's going to be suitors calling. You never know.
1-2 to Morris. This one pops out of the glove. It was high level, and Burkart again will advance another 60 feet. She'll now pull up into third base.
Now, well-placed out will score that run. Independent still playing their infield at regular depth, so they don't seem to be too worried about a bunt or anything here.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Morris. Low and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. So you think of right now, you just want a glimpse ahead of what you have next season. You'll have a good core. They'll be pillared by Aspen Burkhardt and Jaylee Jefferson. They'll be in their sophomore campaigns. This 3-2 is popped up again into right in foul territory. Right fielder brings it in. Burkhardt will come down the line, and she will score. So a sac fly for Morris makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Productive out.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 15, Kate
And that's
Edgar.
the first run that has been scored without there being 2 outs.
Right.
Edgar in 0 for 1, flew out to center, hit it right on the screws. It was just right at her back in the first inning. That's a new chant.
We got big. Yes, they saying we got big cats and meowing.
There's something big cat and there's meows. I know that. They have fun. I'm telling you, it's a fun group.
I just love watching these ladies play. I really do.
The 1-1 popped up straight in the air. No cloud cover to help. Left fielder charging in and squeezes it in.
A little bit of a snow cone there.
Looks like Frank got it right down on the palm of the glove.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 9, Ryan Pinkerton.
There's the second out. Ryan Pinkerton, designated player, will step in. 0 for 1 to fly out to right. And her last at bat back to started out in the second inning. Cavaliers have scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 so far here in the third. But again, we're just now at the 2-out marker, so do not count them out yet. Chop foul, first pitch she sees from Simpson. Closing in on 60 pitches of the afternoon for her.
Yeah, she's the workhorse for this Independence team.
The 0-1, Pinkerton swings again. This one fouled up in the air, back our way. That also finally happened on Thursday. We had one. We had one that was it was popped up in the air, and it's just back our way, and just a dunk right on top of the press box. Startled everybody who was in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch from Simpson. Swings at it, and second baseman cannot keep it from going out to the outfield. Another 2-out hit for the Cavaliers. This time in the form of Ryan Pinkerton. Now 1 for 2 on the day.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 7, Hannah Archdeacon.
Again, just like I said, do not count this team out now. They're 2 outs. It's going to have to be the bottom half of the order with Pinkerton getting on. Archdeacon will step in next, grounded out to second. Back in the second inning. Takes low just below the knees on the first pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. We'll have our coverage of Game 2 coming up in about 25-30 minutes after the conclusion here in Game 1. Originally, it was scheduled for about a 2 o'clock start, which, the way this game's been going on, it's just now 12:46. That'll probably be right, as this one's off the end of the bat of Archdeacon right into the glove of the first baseman. So no runs scored with 2 outs, but they do add another off the sac fly from Eve Morris that brought Aspen Burkhardt around to score after she got on with the leadoff double. Cavaliers 4, Pirates nothing. On to the 4th on JC Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Fourth inning of work for Jalen Lavers as she's sitting on a nice cushion right now, 4-0. Really hasn't had a whole lot to sweat out in this game. She had to deal with a runner in scoring position at third base back in the first inning, but she answered with the back-to-back 3-up innings, and she's got trouble here as that is inside the pole, and that is a home run.
Wow.
For Chavez, who rounds the bag. The first run of the game scored for Independence. Just when I was saying that Lavers has really had not a whole lot of trouble to deal with in this game. First pitch she fires here to start in the top of the fourth. It is all of a sudden 4-1.
Gabriella Simpson.
And for the Pirates, that was only on the season their fourth home run. First of the season for Chavez, going out to left.
If you want to get one today, you better hit it to left.
They just hooked it inside of the pole. There was no doubt that it had the distance when it was coming off the bat. It was just a matter of, was it going to stay fair or was it going to go foul? It stayed fair, it did. Yeah, that's a spark that Independence has been looking for. Now Simpson puts one in play. Carter snags it at second over to first in time for the first out.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 26, Brindle Biggs.
And for Lavers, her 8th home run that she's given up, as this one's popped up and gets over the net and foul. Biggs suffered a strikeout to wrap things up back on the top of the first inning. Now finds herself behind in the count again. No balls, 2 strikes. And again, Carter to Edgar. Back-to-back putouts for Izzy. Now quickly 2 gone, and a good response after giving up the solo shot on the first pitch from Chavez. Back in comes Reed, also suffered a strikeout back in the top half of the second inning. Lavers has collected 5 strikeouts so far in this game. She set the season high total with 8 in her last start a week ago. Still no indication from either team of taking their pitchers out, so leave them out. 1-1 pitch. 70th pitch, now 2 balls, 1 strike.
Struggling with her control again.
Maybe a slight case of the yips after giving up that long ball, perhaps.
Yeah, could be. She needs to settle down and let that defense help her.
3 balls, 1 strike to Reed. And ball 4. So Reed will now get on with the walk, and continuing for Independence.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 9, Emma Pickering.
And again, Pickering will step in, also suffered a strikeout. Pops this one back our way over our heads and foul. And a big chance here for Laver. She can just get the out here, get out of the inning, only allowing the 1 run on the solo shot from Chavez. You don't want to give a chance for multiple runs to come across this top half of the inning, give the Pirates maybe a chance to feel like they're really getting back into this game. Just try to get it back to your offense, who has scored in all 3 other innings so far, 2 in the first and 1 in the second and third.
Laver's wanted that pitch.
Command now starting to maybe become a bit of a problem, and wisely Archdeacon's going to take some time. He's going to go out. Infield will come into the circle, have a quick conference. Umpire will be reloaded with some fresh bullets. Yeah, I think this is smart from Archdeacon, knowing that the pitcher is struggling there after giving up the solo shot, trying to take a time, trying to calm her down, settle her in, and threatening to have back-to-back walks.
Yeah, you don't want to contribute to a big inning here.
3 balls, 1 strikes. Lever's next pitch, contact. Soft floater, and Jefferson able to drift out into the grass and brings it in with a solo shot from Chavez. Her first of the season does cut the lead now down to 3, 4-1. Cavaliers still on top of the Pirates.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Cavaliers chance to respond here in the bottom of the 4th after seeing Independence score their first run of the game, making a 4-run ball game. Gracie Ramsey first pitch swinging over to second baseman, 1 pitch, 1 out. And that is how we get the bottom half of the 4th started. We'll go back to the top of the order now with Taryn Burkhart.
For the Cavaliers, number 3, Taryn Burkhart.
Comes on 1 for 1, had the single back in the first, got on with a walk. In the second, it was left stranded at third base. Pitch inside part, just getting it over the net. Simpson ahead in the count again, 0-1. The Cavaliers getting winners of 4 of their last 6 coming into this afternoon. What you would call that a little bit of a slump if you ask Coach Bratton Vulcans. Looking to sweep the doubleheader here today against the last place Independence, trying to climb up further in the conference standings to come into today in 3rd. Looking up at second place Fort Scott and first place Cowley College. the upcoming schedule looking fairly favorable for the Cavaliers. After this doubleheader, they'll have back on the road a doubleheader on Thursday the 18th at Heston, and then back here at home a week from now against Highland Community College. That game will be streamed right here. Both games will be streamed right here on Johnson County Sports Live. And then Thursday the 25th is that big series against Cowley County Community College, which by the time that one comes around could be very well to decide who takes over first place in the conference. And after that, the Cavaliers only have 3 more doubleheaders left against Labette, and then May 2nd against the Blue Devil, the Kansas City, Kansas Community College Blue Devils, and then back here on Saturday, May 4th against Coffeyville. And they'll head into the regional tournament in hopes of trying to punch their ticket to the national tournament as Burkhardt adds on with her second single of the afternoon.
So what I said, that lousy little infield hit can get you going.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 17, Izzy Carter.
From 0 for 7, just 48 hours ago, that doubleheader against Neosho. Now 2 for 2 on the day, and also has reached base in all 3 at bats.
Wouldn't be surprised to see her take off here shortly either for second base.
Already stolen 1 base, that one low and inside for ball 1 on Izzy Carter.
So who is ahead in the stolen base race between?
It is Taryn right now.
Yeah.
I
know Jaylee Jefferson was right behind her.
Yeah, she had her team leading 18th earlier back in the first inning, and Jaylee currently with
goes.
15. She's going to make it 19. So now a 4 stolen base cushion between her and Jaylee for the leading spot of the team.
Turns a lot of those singles into doubles.
Which is not a bad thing for your leadoff hitter. Just try to get on, you can get him over. And you got a good chance between Carter, Jefferson, and or Burkhardt to bring her around to score. The Cavaliers have not had a scoreless inning yet in this game. I look forward to that, totally not coming back to haunt me as this one's chopped over to second. Carter can't beat it out, so now 2 gone. Burkhardt still over there at third base.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 5, Jaylee Jefferson.
Jaylee needs to get off the snide here and get this RBI home.
An 0 for 2 day, one of the few Cavaliers that have not gotten in on the fun.
I'll never count this little lady out, though.
4 runs on 7 hits so far for the Cavaliers, and make
like
it
that.
5 runs on 8 hits. Thank you, Jaylee, for saving me on the announcer's jinx.
Yep.
As another run comes across, and another one with 2 outs. But most importantly, an RBI single for Jaylee. She gets off the 0 for 2 schneid today. You know, that had to feel good for her.
Oh, yeah.
It's been inside. Jaylee now takes off for second. She's in there. So wasting very little time as soon as she gets on base and goes ahead and snags second base. So now for her total, 16 stolen bases. And Burkhardt 3 for 3 out into right field. Jaylee will round second. And Burkhardt will again advance up to second base on the throw all the way home.
Another silly throw.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 23.
Well, if you're Johnson County, you take what the opponent's going to give you, though. And if they're going to keep on doing that, then the runners will just take the extra 60 feet.
That's just poor fundamentals. So, I mean, at some point, you think the coach would be in their ear.
So after seeing the solo shot for the Pirates in the top half of the inning, the Cavaliers have responded with 2 runs of their own and still going. Step in, Eve Morris. Had a double back in the first and had the sack fly that brought Aspen to score in the third. So is that now five of the 6 runs today have been scored with 2 outs?
Yeah, that's what I think. Whoa. A little tight.
One ball, 2 strike to Morris. Aspen Burkhardt hanging out there at second. She's in the middle of a 3-for-3 days. This one's popped up. That'll go out and out of play near the parking lot.
Continuing to pad that 500 batting average.
Yeah. 2 singles and a double. A couple RBIs as well for Aspen.
Too, yep. Man, what a productive hitter.
Morris grounded to short. It's under her glove.
Uh-oh.
And she's going to be out at second trying to stretch it. No.
They're going to say she missed the tag.
Yes.
Throw was there in plenty of time.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 15, Kate Ediger.
Well,
that's a costly error.
That's a very costly error.
It's like a wicket. Went right between the wicket.
Burkhardt will come around to score on the error on the shortstop. Morris will pull her way up into second. Luckily, somehow, as the shortstop just missed the tag, Ediger jammed. Another fly out to center, and that is the third and final out. Cavaliers with a 3 spot. A lot of crooked numbers on that scoreboard as they lead 7-1 after 4 innings of work here in Game 1.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up. We're fed up. We're fed up.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Now we go to the 5th inning. Laver's in the middle of another gem so far, only on 1 earned run. It's her 2nd earned run that has come across the score, and now in her last 4 starts.
It's pretty impressive.
Has also collected 5 strikeouts. This one,
Jaylee gonna have to hurry.
And she does.
Got her.
A routine for her. Were you even worried about that? I wasn't.
I knew she was gonna have to hurry. She charged it well.
She retires Carlson, leadoff hitter for the Pirates here in the top of the 5th. 7-8-9. So we'll now go to Henson, and Falk is on deck with 1 gone.
Yeah, Jaylee has a smooth transfer from a glove to the throwing hand. And got good footwork. And that's what you need. Playing the 6 hole.
Not only can provide the offense at the plate with the bat, but can also flash the leather in the outfield. Or in the infield, I should say. One flare. Ediger with the diving grab.
Wow.
Great effort.
Yep.
And a highlight-worthy play for Kate Ediger for the 2nd out.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 16, Caitlin Falk.
Full extension. Able to bring it in. We saw Burkhardt try to bring one of those in earlier. The wind pushed it away from her. Ediger that time able to get the glove under it and squeeze it in. 2 gone here in the 5th inning as Falk will step in 0 for 1 with the strikeout. Talking about how great a defense that Jefferson can play. Ediger says, watch this.
Yeah.
Right on the outside corner, low and away for strike 1. Laver's last strikeout, or 5th of the game, came all the way back in the 3rd inning against Falk. On our 3-ball, 1-strike count. I don't want to let the 9-hole hitter get away.
Put another one right there.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Next one from Lavers. Another roller, Jefferson to Ediger. That will wrap it up. 3 up, 3 down go the Buccos in the top of the 5th inning. Cavaliers in firm control, up 6 as we go moving along here on JC Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Everyone loves a special occasion to come together to celebrate. The Meadowlark is one of the premier wedding venues in the Kansas City area. But it's even more. Beyond nuptial and corporate events, the Meadowlark is now bringing live music to the area. Come enjoy a night of dinner, drinks, and entertainment without waiting for an invite. Follow Meadowlark Events-Live on Facebook for upcoming shows. Now you have even more reasons to celebrate at the Meadowlark.
First pitch, bottom half of the 5th inning. Ryan Pickerton leads us off, followed by Hannah Archdeacon and Gracie Ramsey in the middle of a 7-1 game. This is game 1 of a doubleheader between the Cavaliers and the Pirates. Johnson County looking to climb up in the rankings in conference, and they can sweep the doubleheader today against last place Independence and handle business. Will be set up pretty well as we'll keep getting deeper and deeper into their conference schedule. Only about a handful left of doubleheaders before we will be getting into regional softball action. It'll be taking place in Topeka, Kansas this year, through May 8th through the 11th. One pitch low, skims on top of the plate, 2 balls, 1 strike. Binghamton 1 for 2 with the fly out in the 2nd and a single in the 3rd. Adding on to yet another 2-out hit that the Cavaliers have collected today. And that one is off the plate, so she's on with the leadoff walk.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 7, Hannah Archdeacon.
Archdeacon back in, an 0 for 2 day, a ground out and a fly out. So we'll see if the Cavaliers want to try to put something on here. Took a long look at Coach Bratton Vulcans, looking down at the wristband. The Cavaliers have already stolen 3 bases so far today. And they've also advanced on multiple pass balls as well. ungainly motorcycle call. One ball, one strike count to Archdeacon. Next pitch from Simpson. Foul tip, ricocheting off the catcher's mask again. And again, home plate umpire will take the time, deliver the ball to Simpson in the circle, giving her a little bit of extra time. Second time this happened in the game of Biggs. Like we were saying earlier, the position of catcher, not for the faint of heart.
That's for sure.
One ball, two strike count now to Archdeacon. Pinkerton, the runner at first, got on with the walk. Here's a 1-2. On eye level inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes, count evens up. Off the end of the bat. Got the tag and the throw over to first, and there's a double play.
Yep. Nice play by the little second baseman there.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 6, Gracie Ramsey.
Not too often, right? The 4-6 double play in. 4-3, I should say.
Yeah,
4-6. Even in my mind, when I hear a double play and you write 4 and you just want to put 6. So now bases empty for Gracie Ramsey. Steps in, 1 for 2 days, single back in the second inning, and they ground out to second base in the 4th. And the count 2 balls, no strikes. Two balls, one strike. Two and got her.
Oh, that looked outside.
That was horrible. High and outside. That guy's just pitiful.
Tell us how you really feel.
That being said, we go to the 6th in the middle of a 7-1 ball game. Cavaliers lead the Pirates.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Top half of inning number 6, Cavaliers 7, Pirates 1. Game 1 of our doubleheader on Johnson County Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. And Izzy Carter will collect another put out on the day, as that is Weddle that is retired.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 2, Alyssa Chavez.
Now 0 for 2 on the day. Back in as Chavez steps in, is responsible for the only run of the game for Independence. It was a solo shot in the first pitch back in the top of the 4th inning. She takes the first pitch there. That's in for a strike.
Nice off-speed pitch there.
Lavers knocking on the door of 90 pitches this afternoon with only 1 earned run. Right now through 5 full innings, 5 strikeouts.
Got her down 0-2 in the count here. You want to make her hit your pitch.
Lavers can't get her to chase off the plate. That was pitch number 90. And 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chavez's only other at bat outside the solo home run back in the first was a swing and miss strikeout. It was the first strikeout of 5 collected on the afternoon for Lavers. Hasn't had one since the 3rd. Still looking for number 6 as we get deeper into this game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pirates down to their final 6 outs here in game 1. Facing a tall task of going to have to mount 6 runs as this one skips well in front of the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is from Lavers. So it wouldn't surprise me if she can get out of the 6th inning, and maybe Coach Bratton Volkins will turn to Deja Gardenhire to go out and get the final 3 outs in the 7th if the Cavaliers don't put on a potential run spread in the bottom half of the inning. And this was popped up in and out of the hands of the spectator. I feel like he almost got to make that catch. That was... And catch it. Would have been an out and banana ball. Tell you something, I think next time, whenever they're in town for the Monarchs, I'm going to take you. I'm going to take you to the game and see the
Yeah, I'd like to see
banana
that.
ball.
Yeah.
The Savannah Bananas. I believe there's a documentary or something. I don't know if it's on Netflix or on Prime, but it's a really neat story about how they got started. This one right back at Lavers. Doesn't hit her, but it goes right up the middle into center. Chavez now takes the
Now batting for
2
the
for 3
Pirates,
day.
number
Back-to-back
23,
hits for her, back-to-back
Gabriella
appearances.
Simpson.
And no indication yet from the Johnson County dugout that Lavers will be coming out here unless things really start to get away from her here in the 6th inning. Simpson 0 for 2, 2 ground outs, 1 to short, 1 to second. Righty versus lefty matchup, 1 ball, 1 strike in a 7-1 game. Next pitch, softly, but just over the glove of Aspen Burkhardt at third base.
Yeah, just a little soft liner there.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 26, Brindle Biggs.
All back-to-back singles for Indy.
Yeah, maybe we can get one of my double plays.
Maybe. Might have to settle for like a maybe like a 1-5-4 maybe. I don't know. Instead of all the crazy ones I can think of. You said they had the old-fashioned one last Saturday. We should have been here.
Yeah, I know it.
Could have seen it. Well,
there it is.
You'll have to take 5-3. You're gonna have to settle for it.
I spoke it into being.
Beautifully done. Burgard takes it, steps on the bag, throws to first in time. Another double play to wrap it up. And the Cavaliers still lead 7-1, bottom half of the 6th inning coming up.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up. We're fed up. We're fed up.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
For right now, final chance of the Bats to do any further damage for Johnson County as they have a 7-1 lead, bottom half of the 6th before we go to the top of the 7th. We can potentially wrap up game 1 of our doubleheader. Good cut, just can't make contact for Burgard. Falls by an 0-1 to Simpson as Taryn comes in on a good day, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Also reached on via the walk back in the 2nd inning. She came in with 0 for 7 in a doubleheader on Thursday with the O-Show. This one put out into left. It flies out there.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 17, Izzy Carter.
We're talking about she got on with that leadoff, just the leadoff infield single back in the first, and that maybe that's just enough for her to get out of the skid that she was on, and she had another single just to fly out there, but still made some good contact. We move along to Izzy Carter in the 2 spot, 1 for 3 with a single. Simpson's 1-0 pitch on the way, and down low in the zone, 2 balls, no strikes. So it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up for Independence in the top of the 7th. Reed, Pickering, and Carlson. As all 3 of them 0 for 6 on the day as first baseman will step on the bag. 2 up, 2 down for Johnson County.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 5, Jaylee Jefferson.
Jefferson finally got out of her kind of cold snap, struck out in the first and grounded out in the second. She came up and had a big RBI chance in the 4th inning with 2 outs, and she got it just past the glove of the diving shortstop out into center field for an RBI single. Looking to just get on, and you can give Aspen Burkhardt a chance potentially with 2 gone. The bottom of the 6th inning, you never know. Jaylee also capable of doing damage herself as this one's out into the outfield, and it's going to clear the wall.
Clear it. She hit it right into the teeth of the wind, too.
That shows just how much power she had behind it.
Wow, amazing.
And the 8th run, 7th of the day that has been scored with 2 outs in the inning. He comes on a solo shot, 10th of the season for Jaylee Jefferson.
Wow. Aspen could end it right here.
She could. Cavaliers just do need to score 1 more run to put the spread rule of 8 runs after 5 innings. We wouldn't even need to go to the top of the 7th inning. Throwing away ball 1.
She gets
Aspen.
1 in her wheelhouse. She could end this thing.
couldn't technically call it a walk-off win because you're
No.
winning, but it's pretty much essentially what it would be.
Yes, it would.
You'd round the bags, you touch home plate, and the game would be over.
Yep.
You'd be the one to do it. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a double. Now Simpson climbing up closer to 100 pitches on the day, and just no surprise as he's undoubtedly for Independence of the 135 or so innings pitched coming into this afternoon. She's had 102 of them.
Hope she has the green light here.
3-0. Indication would show she did not.
Or she just took it on her own. Look for a pitch in a spot here.
3-1. Burkhardt will get on with the walk.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 23, Eve Morris.
Fourth at bat of the game for Eve Morris. And your only hit of the day back in the first on a double, a sac fly in the third, and reached all the way to second base via an error of the shortstop. It looked like it was just going to be a routine ground ball for the third out, but it went right under her glove. Also maybe some slight confusion. You had Burkhardt that was also advancing from second to third that was kind of ran right in front of her. Maybe it just threw the shortstop off just enough. Get that ball out and let Morris reach as this one popped up on the infield and it dropped. And Morris just keeps on running.
Oh, no.
And now she's back in.
And there's the ball
What a crazy sequence. Slides into third.
That's the ball game.
Home
Even though
plate
she's
umpire
out.
initially called her. Well, he initially called her safe. Burkhardt does come around to score, so it is 9-1.
It doesn't matter. It's over.
Yeah. That will do it.
What a end to a game.
My goodness. Just some crazy stuff there, but the first game does come to an end of a 9-1 score. The Cavaliers, they win it, and some of the most unorthodox endings to a game that I have ever seen in my time is
kind of crazy.
From a pop fly in the infield, second baseman drops it. Morris just kind of kept on running as she assumed with 2 outs that was going to be it, and I guess that's why they always tell you to run those out, because you never ever truly know. And she goes to second. They missed the tag. They tried to throw. It goes out into the outfield, and then Burkhardt goes ahead and comes home to score, and that was eventually the 8-run cushion.
Yeah, their only hope was to try and get to run it, but it didn't matter. I mean, there was only 1 out.
So that is how game 1 comes to an end by a score of 9-1. Cavaliers, much needed victory as they look to sweep the doubleheader today against Independence, who now drops to 0-7 on the season in conference play for the Cavaliers. That'll now boost them up to 7-2 if they can sweep the doubleheader in game 2 coming up in about 30 minutes, and they will go to 8-2, and they'll be right back in the mix for one of the to leapfrog or potentially retake the lead in first place in the conference. But still got to see what Cali does in their games later on today or in the coming days, as it is a tight race in the Kansas Jayhawk Division II softball standings as of right now. Just only 2 games separating between first and third place right now. And for Johnson County, get another dominant day for them. We'll get all the totals and averages tallied up, and we'll have those for you before we start game 2 in the back end of our broadcast, as we'll step aside and we will have that game come up again. It'll be probably close to about 2 o'clock. That was the original scheduled first pitch time, and I think that's what it's going to end up being. So stick around, have us going on in the background. We'll be back at around 1:55 with the start of game 2 between the Cavaliers and the Pirates right here on Johnson County Sports Live. And welcome back here on Johnson County Sports Live. Game 2 between the Pirates and the Cavaliers is starting right now on JC Sports Live. Again, Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. An exciting 9-1 score, the final. Cavaliers spreading the Independence Pirates in 6 innings. That's all they really needed. They had a nice cushion they were going to take with them into the top of the 7th inning, but ended up not needing it after one of the wildest innings I have ever seen.
That's crazy.
From what looks like a routine fly out for the 3rd out to 2nd. Instead, it ends in a drop, so there's 1 error, then throw to 2nd, and nobody there. It's error number 2, and allowing that crucial run to come around to score. That was the eventual spread run that was put the Cavs up 8 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning, so that was it. But we get started here in Game 2. Maggie McNally in the circle for the Cavs. She has an 0-2 count, blows this one by her. Picks up her first strikeout of the day on Weddle, who batted leadoff in the first game. And Chavez back in the 2 spot and back out in center field, in right field, excuse me. Not a whole lot of changes in lineups for either of these teams. We'll give the full 9 a little bit later on, and another swing and miss strike on Chavez.
And Maggie McNally is a strikeout pitcher for those at home watching.
Yes, she is. A sophomore out of Spring Hill High School. 1 ball, 1 strike currently to Chavez. Her 10th start brings a 5-3 record. 53 2/3 innings pitch, a 2.61 ERA with 54 strikeouts. Had the no-hitter earlier in the seasons, kind of jolted her in her confidence. Ever since. It's her last start, picking up the win back on April 4th. That was a big 9-0 victory against Fort Scout after the Cavaliers dropped the first game against the Greyhounds. Went 5 innings in that one. Did allow 5 runs to come across, but still was enough to at least hold on and get on with the victory, as that's a ground out
Now batting for the
the second out.
Number 23, Gabriella Simpson.
So on to Simpson, starting pitcher, went into 100+ in the first game, and it's just in as the designated player here in Game 2. Also batted 3rd in the first game as well, went 1 for 3 with a single. Looming, here it is, and McNally blows it by her again. Seems to be on it early in this game. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got her set up.
One, 2. Just getting a piece of it. Got her to chase high and outside.
Late defensive swing there.
Four strikeouts to 42 walks. Well, she can get a little wild out there, but it's a good start for her. And showing the emotion on the way out of the circle. She picks up 2 strikeouts in the top half of the first. 3 up, 3 down go the Pirates. Cavalier bats coming up next on JC Sports Live.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
So the same three to lead it off here in Game 2 as it was in Game 1 is Taryn Burkhardt, Izzy Carter, Jaylee Jefferson. Any of them get on. Aspen Burkhardt will be in the cleanup spot. They'll be facing Emma Pickering in the circle here in Game 2 for the Pirates, who started at first base back in Game 1, as we went from the pitcher with the most amount of innings pitched in Gabriella Simpson to the least amount of innings pitched in Pickering, only 11 total coming into this game this afternoon with a ERA of 20.36.
Wow.
17 walks, 2 strikeouts with a 4.82 whip. 38 runs on 36 hits, 32 of them being earned. So could be another big day at the dish for the Cavaliers if they play their cards right.
Looks like the Indy pitchers are picking up the sign from the dugout, and then they're looking at their sleeve to see what they're supposed to throw. It's they're pushing that 20-second time limit. Those of you that were here for our first game, if you noticed the discussion after the home plate umpire called timeout, our partner in the booth here, the scorekeeper, actually had a conversation with the opposing coach, and you were talking about that 20-second rule. And I think the umpire behind the plate now said we won't have to worry about that in the second game. So that should be behind us.
Yep. And some level of a pitch clock here at the JUCO level, just trying to help speed the game up, keep it moving along. 3 balls, 2 strikes, now the count to Burkhardt as Carter is on deck. Here's the next pitch, and Burkhardt's on with another walk. And if I was a betting man and I had a line to bet on it, I would definitely wager that Burkhardt, she's going to be taken off for second base here.
Yeah.
After 2 stolen bases back in Game 1.
The only way she won't get a stolen base this time will be if she hits the first pitch.
Well,
there he goes.
Carter initially showing bunt there, pulling back, still in the zone for no 1 count.
That's why she's such a dangerous leadoff hitter. I mean, you know, if she gets on, she's at second base in scoring position.
And for now, 3rd stolen base in the afternoon, went 2 for 3 with 2 singles as well.
Yeah. You gotta watch out, she'll steal third on you too.
Yeah, you see that big leadoff that she just had.
Yeah.
She will not hesitate to go. Izzy Carter 1 for 4 with a single back in Game 1 and 3 groundouts, 2 to second base and 1 to the first. 1-1 pitch from Pickering. There
she goes.
Burkhardt. And she has stolen
I told you she's
2 bases already. It's already matching her stolen base total that she had in the first game, just here in the first inning.
Yeah.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Got the call on the off-speed pitch.
The 2-2 on the way. Carter puts it in play, going in foul territory, and that gets into the Johnson County dugout. play made on it. So he's at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cavaliers looking to do some damage here without having to get 2 outs. As I think if I calculate correctly, of the 9 runs scored, 8 of them come around to score in the first game with 2 outs in the inning. Which is just same old, same old. That's what it's been like for this entire season for this squad. Do not bat an eye when there's 2 gone, and that's why they have the makings that they can really make a run if they win the regional tournament and have a chance to qualify for the national tournament. They can really pose a threat and make a run because they got good starting pitching and timely hitting.
Yep, that's what it takes.
Another 2-2. Pitch can be coming up next for Emma Pickering. And a 3-2. Carter slaps it right to the first baseman, steps on the bag, and not going to be in time on the throw home, and the Cavaliers jump in front again, 1-0.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 5, Jaylee Jefferson.
I'm not sure why she didn't try and look the runner back a little bit. She was right by the bag when she fielded it.
Base is empty now for Jaylee Jefferson.
Yeah.
2 for 4 with a single and a home run. Did have 1 strikeout. Lays off that first pitch down low in the dirt. Do have a quick update on the Royals. Is currently up 8-4, and Salvador Perez has just hit his 250th career home run.
Wow. Way to go, Salvi.
And what a start that the Royals are out on this season.
Sure is nice to have winning baseball back in Kansas City.
Yeah, especially if you're a Cavalier fan too and a Royals fan. Got a great softball team as this one's ripped out. And the left, 1 out single for Jaylee. Down 3 hits in a row for her.
And those last 2 she hit have been really scalded.
For the Cavaliers, number 26, Aspen Burgard.
Yeah, let's see if Aspen can get her a dinger today.
Yeah. Not a bad stat line in the first game. She reached base safely all 4 times. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
Scored the winning run.
She did. Yeah, came around to score all 4 times. She was on base, and now
there
Jefferson
goes Jaylee.
will go and move up to second base as the ball got away from the catcher. There we go. Righty versus righty, 1-0 on the way to Burgert. And again, Jefferson will go ahead and move on up another 60 feet to third base. Aspen in 2-0 count, has leverage, try to take her time, find one that she likes. Try to take it over the wall, has a home run in 3 of her last 5 games.
That's the first pitch that she's seen that's been on the inside part of the plate. She looked like she wanted to turn on it, but let it go.
If she keeps up at this rate, she might start getting the Barry Bonds treatment.
She could.
Here's a 3-0. Just high in the zone, so it's a 4-pitch walk.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 23, Eve Morris.
Now in Eve Morris, 1 for 2 in the first game with a sac fly. Also had a double. And reached on base her last 2 appearances via an error. First it was an error on the shortstop, and then that wild sequence that the second baseman dropping the infield fly ball. mind games here for the Cavaliers as they throw to third, and Burkhardt will go ahead and just advance up to second base.
Yeah, if she can find a hole, she can get 2 RBIs there.
Kate Eddiger, first baseman, is on deck. Here's the 0-1. Morris pulls it out into left, drifting back near the warning track. Left fielder brings it in. Burkhardt and Jefferson will tag up, and Jefferson will come in to score, and it's a 2-0 ball game.
Another productive out.
Second sac fly of the afternoon for Eve.
Kate Eddiger.
Nothing. Runner still at third. 2 outs. Just
time to score another run.
Just what the Cavaliers like. And Eddiger is due. Only her and Archdeacon, the only ones that went 0 for 3 in the first game.
That just means she's due.
Yep. And count again. 1-0. Next one. Swings at it, but foul. Up the third base line. She tried to pull it. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'd agree. 443 average. Only second in the team, only behind Aspen Burger, batting at 505 on 31 hits. 47 hits, 16 doubles, and 9 home runs, 28 RBIs for Kate. Here's the 1-1. Just gets a piece of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
She had a highlight play in that first game, too. At first base, laying out for that little foul tip ball.
Did, yep.
Nice job.
Sitting out. Also had a nice play. There was a slow roller in the infield. And it was a throw over, and she kept the foot on the bag and extending out, nearly doing the splits.
Yeah.
To stretch out and get that ball.
She's doing a good job over there at first base.
Here's the 1-2. Just upstairs, count even to 2 apiece. Yeah, we talk all the time about how Burkhardt has a great glove at the hot corner and Jefferson at short, and Carter can make plays, but Eddiger is really great and solid at first base as well.
She is, and she saves her fellow infielders.
She does.
Errors at times.
There have been many of errors that she has saved from going to the ledger. This one popped and just off the end, it goes foul. 3 Pirates in the area. None of them get the opportunity to bring it in.
Yeah, we've seen her pick a lot of those short hops first base to save her fellow infielders.
In my mind, it always goes back to, remember when we had the broadcast of the no-hitter from Maggie McNally, and it was a great play for both. It was Jefferson diving. It was up the middle. She throws it from down to about her knees as another one's popped up and out of play. Eddiger continues the battle in a 2-2 count. And everyone always remembers the play for Jaylee, but it was the throw to Kate. It was slightly off, like it was really rushed, and she knew what was on the line, so she got it in, and Kate made a great pick.
She sure did.
To secure that no-hitter, and that could kind of go under the radar sometimes.
Well, and that's, any pitcher that's thrown a no-hitter will tell you there's always a few sparkling defensive gems behind every no-hitter.
Absolutely.
And that's definitely one of them.
Yeah, you never pitch a no-hitter just by yourself.
No.
3-2. Eddiger puts a charge into it out near left center. It's going, and over the wall, it is gone. And that is how you break out of an 0 for 3 slump on the afternoon. A 2-run shot. Doubles up the Cavaliers' run production so far. It is now a 4-0 ball game. She launches her 10th home run over the wall. We saw Jaylee knock her 10th in game 1. Now Kate does it here in game 2.
Now we said after 2 outs, it's time to score again.
That's it. This team continues to just pile it on when there are 2 outs in an inning. Deja Gurdenhire, the designated player, her first appearance of the afternoon. Was that now 9 to the 13 runs they've scored now? No. 11 of them. Garnier, solid single.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to be an air out, and she might stretch us into
it's going to be a three-base
going into third base. Oh, my goodness.
Single with a two-base error.
Yep. Hitting it right on the screws as well. She did not miss on that pitch to Deja. And a two-base error. And a costly one at that.
Yeah, you can't help a good team with extra outs or they're going to make it hurt.
The Pirates committing 3 errors in the first game and already 1 here just in the bottom of the first inning. And Archdeacon back in, and we were talking about how for playing catcher in back-to-back games, it can be a little grueling. That's exactly what she's doing here. He's back out there in the backstop.
Yeah, at least it's not 90 degrees. That's when it really gets bad.
That's true. And Biggs is also the catcher in back-to-back games for the Pirates as well. So at least both of them are getting that treatment. We feel a little tougher for Briggs. She took a couple of foul tips off the catcher's mask as well.
Yeah, she did.
Like you said, at least it is there are worse days you could be pulling back-to-back duties at the backstop than today. It is
gorgeous today.
Gorgeous. Sunshine.
Nice breeze.
Nice breeze, yes. And the crowd today shows it, too. A lot of people coming out to support
81
both
degrees.
teams.
Yeah. Beautiful day.
Archdeacon pulls the 2-1 pitch. Will it get by the left fielder? It drops down all the way into the corner. And an RBI double again with 2 outs. And the Cavaliers have plated 5 runs. And that costly 2-base error adds on to this 5-run bottom of the first inning.
Well, we're headed for another short game if this keeps up.
Possibly. Also making her first appearance is Haley Bryant, the 9-hole hitter. Cavaliers supposed to bat in a full round.
Yep.
Already 30-plus pitches in this bottom half of the first for Pickering.
They must really be short-staffed at the pitching position.
One, Bryant able to lay off there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Haley Bryant, 250 average, her 33rd plate appearance of the season. 8 hits, half of them being doubles, and 5 RBIs.
She does put it in play. She finds a hole somewhere.
That's it. Which is all you can ask for. Yeah. Up in the middle of a 5-0 ball game. Here we go. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Bryant. Solid contact, but again, right at the center fielder. Got a read on it, charges in, and brings it out. 9 come to the plate, 5 of them come home for the Cavaliers. A big lead as we go along to the second.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Your home home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Pirates already behind the 8 ball right now. Just saw a 5 spot put out by the Cavaliers in the bottom of the first inning. 3 of them coming around with 2 outs. That trend continuing to be a big factor on the day for Johnson County, coming in the ranked 7th team in the land right now. They've been kind of pigeonholed in that 7th spot for quite some time now in the NJCAA Division II rankings. I'm sure the committee probably looking at their 2 losses that they have from Fort Scott and Neosho, that maybe it's gonna be hard for them to maybe try to climb up, but definitely I don't think they deserve to be knocked down any further. It's probably about right in the sweet spot of where they should be. And again, it's a golden time for spring sports at Johnson County, as both the softball and the baseball teams ranked in the top 10. Baseball ranked in the top 3, actually. They're currently ranked 3rd in the Division I baseball rankings. They just split the doubleheader this past Thursday at home against Allen County. Red Devils coming in, stealing one from them in the first game that ended 5-4. And the Cavaliers responded with a spread in the second game and part of a 14-run bottom of the 6th inning that they had. This one grounded up the middle. That finds a hole and gets out into center for a leadoff knock. After a 3-up, 3-down inning in the first, Biggs, the catcher, is able to get on with a single.
Pirates, number 13, Elena Reed.
Yeah, if your team comes up and puts a 5 spot up for you in the bottom of the first inning, you're going to come out and be dominant in that top half of the second.
And for Biggs, that snapped her out of an 0-for-3 day. McNally back in front, another first pitch strike. Appeared against Keck.
She's got her set up.
Shelby Keck, he's sophomore out of Damon, Texas, in Midville High School. There's the 0-2. Pops it up in the air, fouled off and out of play. Yeah, you look at this lineup for the Pirates. After you get past the top 3 of their lineup in game 1, the rest of them went 0-for-11 in the game.
Shout out to the Lavers, the pitcher.
Yes.
For that.
Had another terrific start, getting the win. 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Just that 1 run, and it was earned.
Yeah, and McNally just records her 3rd strikeout.
Now batting for the Pirates.
So that was Reed. Now this is Keck. I got one too far in my scorebook here. For Lavers, that's now 4 straight starts for her, picking up the win.
Good for her. Nice pitch. Maggie's got some zip on that fastball today.
Yeah, she does. She's going to be on her way of potentially picking up a victory. Had her jammed up there.
She hit that right off her fist.
And McNally, if she picks up the win here, that'll be 4 straight starts for her of picking up the win as well. 5 strikeouts, 6 walks, only 1 earned run. Excuse me, 1 run coming across. It was an unearned. Got her looking again.
Number 4.
Back to back. Backwards K's.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 4.
Biggs still hanging out over there at first on the leadoff single, but now back-to-back strikeouts has the Cavaliers and McNally in firm control with a lot of leverage. Carlson, the shortstop, will step back in. And another first pitch strike for McNally. Carlson 0 for 2 in the first game with a pair of groundouts.
Fouled that straight back. She was on that pitch.
Took one glance at my computer screen. I look up, and if there wasn't a netting, that was coming right back in my face.
It would have been right between the horns.
Now McNally a chance to strike out 3 straight, 0-2.
Way late on that fastball.
Wonder if she'll try to go back to the well again. Another 0-2.
Got her.
And 2 looking, 1 swinging, 3 straight strikeouts. That's how you respond after giving up a leadoff single. Back-to-back scoreless for McNally as she's got 4 strikeouts on the day, and the Cavaliers have a 5-0 lead.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Cavaliers, they had 9 batters come to the plate, 5 of them coming around to score, so we go back to the top of the order. Taryn Burkhardt got it all started, got on with the leadoff walk, and stole 2 bases en route to coming around to score. Nothing new for her, as that was a 38 pitch, bottom of the first inning for Emma Pinkering.
Poor Independence catcher. She's had to block a lot of balls today. She's going to have some bruises on her when this is over.
1-0. Now 2-0.
You walk her, she'll be at second before you know it.
One to swing, holds off on it wisely, and that's 3 straight balls to start this at bat. Yeah, it's almost pretty much guaranteed if you walk her, you might as well just let her go up to second base.
You got to figure it's going to be a walking double.
Pickering looking at the wristband, getting the pitch, and you're in the 3-0. And it's another 4-pitch walk.
Taryn gets a chance to add to her stolen base lead.
For the Cavaliers, number 17, Izzy Carter.
And she's now at 21.
Yeah, you'd think somebody would pick up on that at some point in time.
Yeah, if Independence would try to, there she goes.
There she goes.
I mean, just
yes, no. I mean, no contest. Just put it in your pocket. You throw it down there. The only thing that's going to happen is bad. She sees one in the dirt, she'll take third too.
I mean, I haven't seen anyone that just steals bases.
Here she goes.
Good night.
I knew it. She was just waiting for that pitch to go in the dirt.
So she's been on base twice and has stolen 4 bases
It's a walking,
in this game alone.
It's a walking triple.
6 total on this afternoon.
Wow. That'll help the old total.
Yeah. Now 22 stolen bases.
Jaylee better get on so she can start stealing her some bases.
Yeah, 23 stolen bases total.
Wow.
Carter just getting a piece of that one. I mean, I haven't seen anyone steal bases as easily and just nonchalantly as Taryn has. It's like Gerard Dyson. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what speed do.
It is. A 2-2 count to Carter. Grounded out in the first at bat. Takes ball 3 right there for a full count.
That's one of my favorite lines in that baseball movie that I can't remember the name of it is. Wesley Snipes, Major League.
Major League, yeah.
Yeah. He was a big base stealer.
One out into center. Burkhart will tag up and make it a 6-0 ball game.
Yeah. And he gets on base, and first baseman says, "Going somewhere, Rook?" Says about 90 feet.
90 feet. Yep. Yep. It was Hayward or Haywood, the Yankee player at first base.
That's a great movie. If you baseball fans haven't seen that, that's a classic.
A good one, no doubt about it. 6-0 now.
Bull Durham's a good one too.
You know, I tried watching that. You
didn't care for it?
First time, didn't. Yeah, 1-2. Yeah, 1-2.
Well, it's not really about baseball. It's kind of a.
It is. Yeah.
But it's funny.
If I gotta watch a Kevin Costner baseball movie, there's always 2 I always go to. One for the love of the game, and of course, Field of Dreams.
Yeah, For Love of the Game is one of my favorites. Baseball movies.
The fact they got Vin Scully in that movie as well,
makes
it even better.
Oh, wow. A famous line.
It's like having Bob Uecker in Major League. It just adds that extra.
No kidding.
You know, he's still calling game for the Brewers, Bob Uecker.
Bob Uecker is.
To this day,
He's
yes. He's still going strong, is Bob. Yeah, highly recommend if you haven't seen For the Love of the Game.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of a sleeper movie.
Yeah. If you have a Prime membership, it's free on there. Just go and watch it
You should
anytime.
watch it. Listen for Vin Scully's iconic line.
Yeah.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 26.
We would just say it, but then it gives away the ending. It's good. One of those, I mean, you can watch it with the missus too, because it's got the baseball, the drama to it. It's got a little bit of a love story. It's got just about everything you want.
It's got it all.
Well, game slowly starting to get away from Indy here. Now down 6-0. Another runner is on. One gone. Bottom of the second inning. Aspen Burkhart digs back in, reached with a walk, and came around to score back in the first inning. Wonder if Jaylee's going to try to cut into this lead. Yep. There she goes.
Yep. She's chasing her teammate for that stolen base lead.
She is doing everything she can. I believe that's now her second on the day.
Dangerous hitter at the plate.
2-0 to Burghardt. No chance. One hop off the top of the wall. Brett Volkin's offline throw from the left fielder allows Jefferson to come in to score, and an RBI double. Second one of the day for Aspen Burghardt.
Yep.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 23, Eve Morris.
She'd have gotten under that just a little bit. That'd have been way out of here.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
She turned on that nicely.
Back in, Morris had a sac fly out to left field. Back in the first, and in game one went 1 for 2 with a
poor catcher
double.
Had to block another one in the dirt. She's getting her workout today.
She is. You know, like I said, not the worst conditions to hold back-to-back games at catcher, but I imagine her gas tank's going to be close on E. So another productive out for Eve Morris as another run comes down to score. So the Cavaliers do hold that 8-0 lead.
The Cavaliers, number 15, Kate Edginger.
They could potentially hold on for a potential spread, but still plenty of time to do even more damage as we're just now at 2 outs.
Time to
Bottom
get
of the
another
second
run.
inning. That's it.
Kate went yard last time. Oh.
Right? At the shortstop.
Excuse me, picked by the shortstop there. Had the shortstop back on her heels, but she was able to make the play.
But the Cavaliers still do damage. 3 more come across. 8-0 lead for the Cavaliers. On to the third on JC Sports Live.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofacial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free, no-obligation consultation, 913-44.
Now on to the top of the third inning on JC Sports Live, a 1-0 count. This is Henson, the 8-hole hitter, will be followed by Falk, and then go back to the top with Weddle. Still going against Maggie McNally, who has been on her stuff so far in this game. In the second inning, allowed a leadoff single, then responded with 3 straight strikeouts, 2 looking, 1 swinging. She's got 4 straight. And has struck out 4 of the last 5.
This comes out and has a 3-ball count right now to the number 8 hitter. You have to make her put it in play.
And a 4-pitch walk.
Yep.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 16, Kaylin Falk.
And for the Pirates, currently right now, if this stays an 8-0 score, this game will be over after the top of the 5th inning. So need to get at least some runs across. They've been hard to come by. The only way they've gotten a run was off a solo shot from Chavez back in the first game. That's been it. Outside of that, the offense has been very, very limited. It's been back-to-back. And a great start and finish for Lavers in game 1. And it's been a solid start for McNally here in game 2, working with an 8-0 lead.
Yeah, a little soul thing that a lot of folks at home maybe not be paying attention to is after that leadoff walk, you saw saw the pitcher go out and ask who was going to take the throw if the ground ball was back to her, and of course, Jaylee Jefferson said she would take the throw. One of those little things that a lot of people don't think about.
And then we got another 3-0 count.
Yeah, she's really struggling with her control. Isn't this the 8-9 hitters?
This is, yep.
Yep. You got to make them put it in play.
So a quick little infield conference here, trying to get the confidence boosted back in McNally, trying to get her to settle in. Try not to throw ball 8. Another great line from Major League.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3-0, and it's upstairs. So back-to-back 4 pitch walks.
Yeah, back to the top of the order.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 10, Emily Weddle.
For McNally, she can rack up the strikeouts. The walks can also always be a problem as the game goes on and on.
Yeah, her strikeout to walk ratio is not that great.
54 coming into today, 54 strikeouts, 42 walks. Gets in front here, 0-1, now 0-2 on the swing and miss from Weddle. 0-for-1 with the strikeout.
Got her set up.
Oh-2. Yes, gets a piece of it, spoils a good pitch to stay alive, but still down 0-2 is Weddle. Weddle also went 0-for-2 in game 1. He'd get on with a walk and was eventually left stranded at third base all the way back in the first inning of game 1, and then had back-to-back groundouts and now a strikeout. Is behind 0-2, making back-to-back strikeouts. And a much-needed one there for Maggie McNally.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 2, Alyssa Chavez.
And a big out number 1 as Chavez will step in.
Chavez went yard in the last game, so we're trying to keep her in the park with those 2 runners out there.
0-for-1 in this game with a ground out. This one up the middle, 6-4, and not going to be in time.
Jaylee would have been better off fielding that ball and tagging the bag and making the throw.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 23, Gabriella Simpson.
No need for an exchange there. She had plenty of time. As a shortstop, when you field a ball going towards the bag like that, you usually don't want to risk a transfer unless it's really close at second, which it wasn't.
1-0, that'll go out into the outfield and
score a run.
It will. Got too far past second, and a good throw from Morris into Carter to put the tag on her.
Run will score, though.
Yes, it will. So it is now an 8-1 ball game, but the damage is kept to a minimum here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
We'll see how the Cavaliers respond here. Bottom half of the third as Indy scoring their first run of game 2 and the second of the afternoon, making it an 8-1 ball game. Deja Gardenhire steps back in. They reached on with a single and was waved all the way around to third base on a 2-base error by the center fielder. Had a hard time trying to get all that softball as it went all the way to the wall, and Gardenhire would eventually come around to score. Was the 5th and final run to score in that first inning for the Cavaliers. Swings high at this one, puts it out into the outfield right near the warning track. Center fielder is there to bring it in for the first out.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 7, Hannah Archdeacon.
Archdeacon, 1 for 1 with an RBI double. We'll step back in, 7-8-9 due up for the Cavaliers. So out there against Pickering. Our first pitch low and away, that's ball 1. Gardenhire, 385 average, 10 hits, 2 doubles, with 1 RBI. Excuse me, Archdeacon. Reset here. Archdeacon, a 386 average, 17 RBIs on 27 hits, 11 doubles, and 1 home run. Duo. Popped up on the infield. And some slight confusion of who was going to bring that one in. It ends up being Pickering, the pitcher.
You normally don't want your pitcher fielding that.
Traditionally not. I think that's why there was some confusion as she kind of glanced over at the over there at third base. Say, were you gonna bring it? It was her and Reed. Pickering takes care of it for herself for 2 outs. Haley Bryant, first pitch swinging right at the left fielder, and the Cavaliers are retired, 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the third. So your score going into the 4th inning, Johnson County 8, Independence 1 on JC Sports Live. You're watching Cavaliers softball.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Just starting the 4th inning in the middle of an 8-1 ball game. McNally's first pitch is taken right back up the middle. Diving snag attempt by Jefferson, but couldn't quite squeeze it in the glove. He goes out into center, and the leadoff single for Biggs. Now 2 for 2 after going 0 for 3 in the first game. Back-to-back singles for her here in game 2, so a good start for her. Independence trying to build on their momentum that they had in the top of the third, scoring 1 run after seeing 8 unanswered scored by the Cavaliers. This one is fouled off by Reed. Struck out looking the last at bat. It was a stretch where it was 3 straight that were struck out of Reed, Cack, and then Carlson. McNally would love to do nothing more than to replicate that right here after giving up that leadoff single, just like she did in the top of the second to Biggs. That one in the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Got a chance to replicate it.
Got her set up.
Here's the 0-2. Ripped hard, but foul just over the outstretched glove of Ediger. She had a chance, thought that she might be able to snag that one in, but it goes up the line foul, and still no balls, 2 strikes. Right below the knees, can't get her to chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Biggs still over there at second base. 1-2. Fooled her on the off speed.
Yeah, she really did.
Had her way out in front of it.
She could have swung at that twice.
Pirates number 27, Shelby Cack.
So 1 strikeout looking, and that one swinging for Reed. 0 for 2 on the day. Stepped in is Shelby Cack. Also struck out looking her last time. Looks at that one as it's in for strike 1. Now he's settling in, just about to approach 50 pitches. Looks and delivers the 0-1. Just off the bat, straight back into the net, foul tip, and another 0-2 count for McNally. Saw her struggle in the 3rd inning after he allowed back-to-back walks on 8 pitches to the 8 and 9 hole hitters, this time getting in front. A lot of 0-2 counts. So another one is fouled off from Cack.
It's just like, seems like she has some of those innings. She just kind of gets the yips a little bit and walks some batters. The only run that's come around to score was walked by McNally. And there, she comes back with back-to-back strikeouts.
Yep.
She's got to be getting close to 8.
It's at 7 right now.
That's close to 8.
That is close to 8. No, she has 8.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, she does have 8.
I thought that was.
I just missed one. Yeah. 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, and 2 so far here in the 4th. And now just 1 swing and miss, or 1 looking strike away from strikeout number 9.
Yeah, that high fastball. There's no way she's going to catch up with it.
It's been the bread and butter so far. Here's another 0-2. Another 0-2. Chopped up the line and fouled. If she gets a strikeout here, it'll be like deja vu from the 2nd inning after a leadoff single from Biggs, and then it'd be 3 straight strikeouts.
Yep.
Reed, Keck, and Carlson. Carlson still battling an 0-2. So deja vu not going to happen. Softly over to second, and that's going to be an infield hit, and it's thrown away.
You should just put that in your pocket.
That'll be an error. So Biggs will move up to third. Carlson will advance up to second off the error.
Ill-advised throw there.
Pirates number 11, Kinley Henson.
Just put that ball in your pocket.
So I'm giving it 2, yes?
Yes.
Yes. First one given to the day for Carter.
Yeah, that ball should
He's going to have to take the E4. So now all of a sudden, Pirates, you get another hit here. Take another chunk off this, what was an 8-run lead for the Cavaliers. But again, McNally in front, 0-2.
Got her set up again. Strikeout here would be big.
0-2. McNally does get that 3rd strikeout of the inning. Just couldn't get it 3 in a row, but she'll take it. Strikeout number 9 on the day, and another backwards K put in the book. 2 stranded off the air for the Pirates. It's still an 8-1 ball game.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right. The first time, Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Craving a quick pick-me-up, tasty lunch, or afternoon treat? Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe in downtown Spring Hill is that rare mix of hometown charm and uptown style. At The Bean, they brew the finest cup of coffee, tastiest teas, and most refreshing smoothies and frappes around. The Bean is proud to serve delicious, handmade pastries by Scratch KC, and they have the best breakfast, lunch, and convenient grab-and-go options in town. Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe, downtown Spring Hill.
Bottom half of the fourth getting started here on Johnson County Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan back to the top of the order. Third time through for the Cavaliers as they lead 8-1. If they want to put the 8-run or more spread rule into effect, they need to get at least 1 run here in the bottom of the fourth before going to the top of the fifth inning with a chance to wrap it up and take the afternoon doubleheader sweep of Independence Community College. Cavaliers took the first game 9-1. It was a spread in the bottom of the sixth inning. One of the wildest and craziest spreads you could ever imagine. Burkhardt is reached with 2 walks, and Enroute has stolen 4 bases and has scored twice. And is ahead in the count 2-0 on Pickering. Here it is. Another one out of the zone. And a 4-pitch walk.
I wonder what the record is for stolen bases in a single game.
For the Cavaliers, number 17, Izzy Carter.
Surely that's got to be
the
game leaders. Let's see.
There she goes.
So actually with this, she just tied it. She ties Carly Campbell, who had 5 back in 2015, a game against Brown Mackey.
There you go.
And if she steals 1 more, she will hold the single game record for most stolen bases in a game.
She may be taking off her third here for long. There she goes. Picked the perfect pitch to run on.
And how about that? And that is history in a single game.
History in the making right there, folks.
That's literally, we just saw it. At 3 appearances,
I'm glad
has
I
drawn
thought of
3
that.
walks. And 6 walks, yes.
Yeah.
Give you a lot of credit for that one. And it didn't look like she broke much of a sweat breaking that record either. It just seemed like it was
routine.
Yeah. It's now 8 stolen bases for 6 in this game, 2 in game 1. That went in on a called strike to Izzy Carter. So for 2 on the day. Did have a sac fly out into center field in her last at bat.
Take another one of those right here.
We'll put the Cavaliers back in front by 8 runs. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Here's next pitch. Swings at it, puts it into the outfield, and that will score Burkhardt.
Oh, another error. That poor center fielder's having a tough go today.
Second error on her in this game. Carter will scoot her way all the way to third base.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 5.
And another single and a 2-base error.
And we'll put the pitcher who started off the game back in the rotation here.
Yep, Gabriella Simpson
Pitcher on the mound.
will step back in as we'll step aside. Cavaliers up 9-1. Runner at third. Nobody gone. Bottom of the 4th inning.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Simpson back in after throwing 100-plus pitches in the first game. She comes in for Pickering as her day has come to an end after only able to get through 3 innings. Has seen 9 runs come across the score for the Cavaliers. And still looking to do damage here in the bottom of the 4th as the 9-run spread is back in effect.
Jelly went yard on this pitcher in game 1.
Did. That was the final at bat she had back in the 6th inning. She grounds this one over to short. Carter will come down the line to score. She reached all with the single and then a 2-base error. Another 2-base error comes around to haunt the Pirates.
Number 26, Aspen Burkhardt.
And the Cavaliers have put up double figures here as it is now 10-1.
I don't think Aspen's made an out yet, has she?
No, she has not. She's 1 for 1 in this game with a double, got on with the walk, and was 3 for 3 in the first game, and her 4th at bat reached on with the walk there as well. Yeah. Leads the conference in batting average and runs batted in, does Aspen. She lined right at, but just over the glove of the left fielder. And she will pull in with yet another double of the day.
Another extra base hit.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 23, Eve Morris.
Yeah. She doesn't have that launch angle quite right. Both of those last 2 hits would have gone out of here.
It's her third doubleheader, this third double in this doubleheader.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get at. Back in Eve Morris. Sack fly back in the first and ground out to short. And our last at bat all the way back in the 2nd inning. Opposite field, out towards right, trying to get over the glove of the right fielder.
Oh, he called it foul?
He called it foul.
Was that foul? I couldn't tell. It looked fair to me.
It looked, from my vantage point, that it landed inside the chalk, but again, tough one to call. Umpire looking right down the line. He's got the best vantage point of it.
Yeah, for sure. He does.
Independent's very lucky on that one.
Yeah, with these painted lines, you can't see the chalk dust fly anymore.
Yep. So an 0-2, Simpson delivers. That's off the plate. Couldn't get her to chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Burkhardt still hanging out over there at second base, collecting her 3rd double of the afternoon. Bowles, that one definitely foul. Independence after this. They'll be back home. They'll have a 4-game homestand starting this Monday, 15th. The doubleheader they'll host with Highland, and then they'll have off until Thursday. They'll host another doubleheader with Cowley County Community College. And a week from today, they'll be back on the road at Labette Community College. Two balls, 2 strikes to count to Morris. Here's the next one from Simpson. And Morris pulls it again, fouled at the third base line. The Cavaliers do have that 8-run spread in effect, plus an insurance run. They might trying to add on another one. They can bring Burkhardt home from second. Still 2 more outs to give here in the bottom of the 4th. Morris pulls it this time fair, and it gets by the third baseman out into left field, and another insurance run will come around. Morris will slide into second safely.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 15, Kate Edinger.
The first hit here in game 2 for Eve. He brings Burkhardt around to score. Now it is an 11-1 ball game. It's the second double of the day for Eve as well. Had one back in game 1. Edinger hard right at the shortstop, though. She's had that tough luck all day, but it took her off the bag, I believe, so she will be safe at first base.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 4, Deja Gardenhire.
I don't think that doesn't go as a hit. It will go as a... You give that an error on that?
Yeah, she pulled her off the bag. Yeah, it can go either way.
That girl take the time, advance up to second base. Stolen bases galore here for the Cavaliers.
The shortstop made a good play on her to get the ball, but when she got to her feet, yeah.
I don't know.
Looked like she may have pulled her off the base.
Gardenhire pops this one up. Morris also advancing. She's up to third now. And Edinger at second. That one popped up and out of play as we continue to debate here. If I would lean towards maybe the single. And if there's going to be an error, I think I might have to give it to the shortstop on the throw, but second, I was initially awarded a single for Edinger, but after further discussion, but regardless, she's still over at second base. Eve Morris at third. Deja Gardenhire in the box. 1 for 2. Rips it hard, and that will go all the way to the corner in left field, and 2 more will come across for the Cavaliers. Gardenhire a 2 for 3 day, a single, now a double.
I was just about to say that Deja has really looked more confident at the plate today.
Now hitting for the Cavaliers, number 13, Macy Moore.
You gotta love it. Your teammates get behind you like that.
Yeah. Great day for Gardenhire continues. Get the scorebook updated here. Runner at second is Gardenhire, and a now 13.
And I'm telling you what, Deja scalded that ball down the third base line. Yeah. Yeah, that ball was by the third baseman before she had time to react.
So when this is Macy Moore comes in and pinch hits for Hannah Archdeacon as her day will be done. Has earned the rest of this game off, if you ask me, pulling double duty.
see some ice bags in the Independent catchers ride home today.
I definitely see it as well, as Gardenhire will advance up to third on the pass ball. Moore's coming off a day yesterday of celebrating a birthday. This is freshman, I imagine her 19th birthday. So happy birthday, Macy. Finds herself in the game today, makes contact on this. Third baseman snags it with the glove, throw over to first in time.
That was a good play.
Gardenhire does come down to score, though.
Yeah, that was a good play by the first baseman, though. Productive out.
Yes.
Now batting for the Cavaliers, number 10, Haley Bryant.
I thought if it was 13 after 3.
Yeah, or that's the question right now. Is 14-1 ball game. Cavaliers undoubtedly going to be going on their way to sweep the doubleheader today, barring if there's an eruption in the top of the 5th inning from Independence. The Cavs have scored 5 in the first, 3 in the second. They went scoreless in the third and in the middle of a 6-run bottom of the 4th as Bryant pops this one out into left, and that will wrap it up, so it will stay a 6-run bottom of the 4th inning. Cavaliers 3 outs away from securing the doubleheader sweep. At the conclusion on the other side here on JC Sports Live.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Maggie McNally, her day is over after 4 innings with 9 strikeouts and 1 run being allowed. It'll be Deja Gardenhire to come and wrap it up with the Cavaliers in a 14-1 lead. As Gardenhire will have Falk, followed by Weddle and Chavez, 9-1 and 2. Due up for the Pirates as they are down to their final 3 outs and need to score a lot of runs. At least 6 to keep this game going. One ball, 2 strike. Gardenhire ahead in the count, has been settled in as the closer for this Johnson County squad.
Foul ball.
Again, not a big swing and miss pitcher, pitching to contact with 5 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 5.25 ERA. Usually when she's just coming in and tasked with handling just 1 inning, pretty nails. Here's a 1-2 and picks up the strikeout there. And Cavaliers get 1 out closer as Falk has an 0-for-1 day.
Now batting for the Pirates, number 10,
back to the top with Weddle. Looking to avoid the 0-for-3 day with 3 strikeouts. Struck out in the first and in the 3rd inning. Swings this one. Hard contact off Gardenhire. Goes off the base of the wall over the head of Morris out there in center. Good throw in. Will hold her to a 1-out double. Like we said, Weddle just looking to avoid 3 straight strikeouts, and she does just that with a big double.
Kaylee Lewis.
That ball was well struck.
Yes, it was, as Kaylee Lewis will be the pinch hitter for Chavez.
Hit about 3/4 of the way up the wall on the fly.
Over the head of the Morris, had no time to try to run back and make a play on it. Gardenhire evens the count 1 apiece. And for the Cavs, had plenty of insurance runs coming across in that bottom of the 4th inning. So for Gardenhire, just pretty much ignore Weddle at second base, as she does not really have any effect on the outcome unless if she were to come around to score, obviously, and a mountain of runs would come around to score. But at the very moment, you just focus on Lewis at the dish. And now 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one's given on top of home plate as it came in.
Nope.
And hits her.
Took one for the team there.
Weddle was trying to make her way like she was going out to third base, but didn't make a break for the bag in time, so she'll be stuck there at second.
Yeah, it's a dead ball when it hits the batter.
Gabriella Simpson, righty versus lefty matchup with her and Gardenhire, steps back in. Started as a designated player, then eventually was put back into the game to pitch as she came in for Pickering after she was pulled out after 3 innings of work. Simpson, this one ricochets off Gardenhire. Edgar's got to swallow it up, and no play to be made anywhere. And now all of a sudden the bases are loaded for Independence.
Yeah, umpire's checking to see if Deja's all right. She's saying, yeah, I am. I'm good to go.
Never easy to take one of those and keep on going, but that's exactly what Deja's going to do here. Bases loaded opportunity for Biggs, 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
Deja just needs to get her composure here and focus on these batters.
This one popped up and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Cavaliers, they wrap up the doubleheader today. They'll be back in action on Thursday on the road at Heston before hosting Highland for a home doubleheader a week from now. Game 1 of that doubleheader starts at 1 o'clock. 2 balls, 1 strike now, the count from Gardenhire to Biggs. Two balls, 2 strikes now on the foul ball. How poetic would it be if you get your double play ball to
Wouldn't that be great?
wrap it up?
I just love that.
2-2. Put out into the outfield. Morris tracking it and brings it in. Runners will tag up. Good throw from
my
Morris.
goodness. Holy cow.
There's your double play to end it.
Yep. Another unusual double play.
8-5.
And, I mean, that throw was on the money, too.
Yes, it was. That run does count for the Pirates, but it's not going to make a difference as the Cavaliers will win by 12 runs, 14-2, and they take the doubleheader against Independence, and 2 big ones as they keep pace in conference action as they're came into this afternoon slotted in at 3rd place, and they handle their business against the last place Pirates of Independence. And we'll see how the rest of the action turns out. We'll be turning our attention to Fort Scott and Cowley County College to see how both of their games went. Cowley sitting up at first place at 8-0. Fort Scott 7-1. Their only loss came in the doubleheader they had against Johnson County, where the Cavs and the Greyhounds split a doubleheader there. But a good outing for the Cavaliers today, and it was kind of same old, same old. They got another great start from the starting pitching. Mackie McNally going out for 4 innings, collecting 9 strikeouts of the way, only allowing 1 run. And, of course, the offense, this is just as they seem to just be getting stronger and stronger as they go along. And it was another terrific day for Aspen Burgard here in Game 2, going 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. Reached safely in her first at-bat with a walk, and then she went 3 for 3 in the first game with 2 singles and a double, and also reached with a walk there as well. So you had 7 total at-bats, not even recording an out on the day. You can't ask for much more better out of your 4-hole hitter.
And she came into the day hitting 505.
505, yep, and that's just going to go up a little bit more.
Yep.
Look forward to getting those statistics updated. But, again, this team, we seem to say it every single time, but they're just so fun to watch game in and game out. And this is, I really hope we get to follow them all the way through the regional tournament, because this is a team in my mind that's got the makings of really, they can make a run and they can poise a thread and even potentially bring home some championship hardware when this season's all said and done.
No question about it. They have the DNA. Let's see if it can get it done.
It's capped by strong starting pitching. You can put out anyone, whether if it's McNally, if it's Lavers like we saw today, Conrad and Unverzak, of course, and Deja Gardner can come in and try to put a cap on things if she needs to. And, of course, the offense that even if there's no outs or 2 outs, they come out unfazed, timely hitting, clutch hitting. They can hit, for power. They can hit for contact, and they got speed on the base pass, as we saw today, as Taryn Burkhart just broke the single game record for most stolen bases with 6 in this game. 3 walks she drew, and she stole 2 bases each time. It was basically automatic triples every time she got on the base pass. So congratulations to Taryn for breaking that single game record. I wonder if they know, if I don't know if Coach Brad Volkins knows all the records off the top of her head or what, but that's a pretty neat one for Taryn, as she'll be in the Johnson County record books forever. A record that stood 9 seasons prior, just now coming to an end today. So that's going to wrap up our doubleheader coverage game. We want to thank everybody for joining us. The Cavaliers take both games, 14-2 here in Game 2 and 9-1 in Game 1. So that'll do it. The next time we are back in action, it'll be a week from now. It'll be this upcoming Saturday the 20th, and that doubleheader against Highland Community College. And we'll also have a baseball doubleheader on tap, as well as Reed McAvoy and Dylan Vanderveen will be on the call for that one again Saturday, April 20th, 1 week from today. And that's when we will see you all next. Hope the weather's the same. It was another beautiful day here. We're glad everybody could join us and spend it with us. Everyone have a great rest of your weekend. And alongside the crew here, Dennis Drennan, I'm Dylan Funk saying so long from Johnson County Community College, and we will see you next time on your home of the Cavaliers, Johnson County Sports Live.